Hello everyone, I'm here to share a collective channeled message slash download. So if you are here, this might be for you. However, if it does not fit, do not force it. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so I had this reading the other day. Okay, I was doing a personal reading for myself, and the energy came across so like clearly and concisely that I knew that it was not just a message for myself. Okay. If you are also a tarot reader, for any of you out there that read tarot, you understand how reading for yourself is for some reason much more complicated than it is reading for other people. Reading for yourself, it's like, you have that personal bias a lot of the times. So messages don't come through as clearly as when you're reading for other people. But when this came in, I immediately I understood the answer. I understood the answer. I understood the. I feel like that resonates with the message. I understood the reading, and I could see it clearly, and I I was able to pull everything together. It was very concise. Okay. But then I started to also get channels on top of the cards and the vision that I was pulling together. So this was like 4 or 5 days ago. So I've been letting the channels come. It was more like a download because it was more like it pulled together. I feel like a channel is like just one, right? And a download is kind of like it comes together over time. You know how when you download something on your phone or your computer and it takes quite a while? I feel like that's the difference between a download and a channel there. Okay. A channel kind of just like comes in more rapidly. It's more instantaneous, more in the moment, I guess. Okay. Anyways, but I finally feel as though the download has completed, and I wanted to share this. And I think it's completed because Mars just went direct. Okay, as of yesterday, the 23rd. I might be posting this on the 25th. I'm not sure, but this channel started coming through on the 19th. This download started coming through on the 19th. Okay, and I did channel during that Mars retro or Mars going direct energy and Leo full moon energy, which was the last full moon that we had about 2 weeks ago. Okay, so I will get into it now. I'm going to say the highlights of this energy first. What's highlighted here in this reading throughout this message is it's about insight and clarity, about your intuition, about commitment, especially to a certain direction. Or a certain conviction, okay? I guess more so than highlights, these are like keywords. And I typed everything up so that I could get through the download more precisely. We have inspiration, individuality, initiative, and confidence, okay? These are the key words here. It's very powerful, empowering, like self-empowering energy in this reading for this collective, okay? So, we have the Seven of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Strength card, okay? And then I also pulled from my own deck here, and we got Mental. Right after that was the High Priestess, okay? And we also got Expansion and Present. Okay, so all together here, you're seeing very clearly at this time, okay? Your forward vision is centered in strength and hope for the future, okay? You are receiving mental clarity right now through moments of self-expression and acts of courage. Intuition is piercing through the veil at this time, if you will, and internal processing could be rapid for you. Sorry, there's something on my tongue. And mental processing could be intuitive processing, anything to do intellectually could be very rapid at this time for most, if not all of you. Okay, because Mars is coming out of that retrograde period, it's like things that were once stuck or foggy or just thwarted, I heard, could be getting a lot of motion now. It's like things are becoming unraveled. And it's really awesome because I channeled most of this energy before I even connected it to Mars going direct. And when I looked into what Mars going direct really means, and looked into further into the energy of the Leo full moon, it really pieced everything together. It was very much centered around these two astrological not situations, transits. Okay, so you are currently open and unafraid of seeing things as they truly are right now. And for this reason, extra meditation, or if you are not meditating, then beginning meditation would be very beneficial, extremely beneficial at this time, as messages are definitely flowing through a meditative state, okay? We also have temperance. That was behind the strength card here, okay? Your divine channel is clear. Is what I was picking up here with this Page of Swords, the mental energy, and the High Priestess, as well as the Three of Wands. Okay, it's like there's a very clear vision of the future. There's a very clear vision of where you're headed and what you want to do, or what you want to stand up for, what you believe in. Okay, definitely what you believe in. Like there's a strength within your convictions at this time, moving forward, and especially as it relates to your future. There's something future oriented here. Especially when it comes to creativity and when it comes to intellectual pursuits, okay? So right now, you may notice that your intuitive and psychic abilities are very much heightened at this time, that they're extra powerful at this time. You could be getting yourself different channels or downloads possibly, okay? Lots of, again, rapid intellectual processing. So channeling is going to be a lot more likely at this time, especially for those of you that are clairvoyant or clairaudient, or you receive messages through those through those sorts of channels. Okay, if there's anything that you want to speak about, learn about, watch and observe, or take action upon, now is the time to do so here with the Strength card. Okay, you are protected in this whatever endeavors you want to take upon. Okay, you're being encouraged to follow through any ideas you have, or create. Okay, you're being encouraged to act or create, or both, or create through action or act through creation. Okay, especially when it comes to, especially regarding your true nature and your sense of almost like a sense of identity here, or a new sense of identity, or something that you are newly identifying with, okay, or you're learning something new about yourself, and this is really driving you forward. This is putting a lot of fire not under your ass. It's like a fire behind you. It's like it's an encouragement. There's strong encouragement. You feel very driven right now, very action oriented, like you want to take some sort of initiative, okay? When it could have been here, it could have been with this Three of Wands, there could have been a period of stagnation where it felt like things were very much tangled. And I'm going to tap into that a little bit later. When that Mars was in retrograde, it could have felt very troublesome is what I heard. It could have felt, I'm hearing thwarted again as well, okay? Very mixed up or tangled, okay? And what's really awesome about this reading is that we have the Seven of Wands, which is Mars in Leo, and we have the Strength card here, which is Mars. And I think that's why I was, why I channeled through that this reading was connected to Mars going direct and the full moon in Leo, is that there's a lot of fire energy present here, a lot about self-expression, a lot about creativity, okay? And that's a lot of the Leo energy that's coming through there, okay? Really not being afraid to embrace your authenticity and to speak up for yourself, to stand up for that which you believe in here, okay? It's a powerful time for your, at present, for your intuitive and psychic abilities to be heightened, to really tap into them and expand upon your gifts, okay? Your natural, for those of you that do have psychic and intuitive abilities, to expand upon these things and really tap further into these things, really trusting in your intuition, okay? And I feel that that is exactly what you are doing with the mental, the high priestess, and the page of swords. You're really trusting your own internal guidance system here with the three of wands. You've taken action on something, you've decided upon a path, and now you're being guided by spirit to really trust in yourself as you move forward on this path, okay? Really trust in the guidance that you are receiving. You have a strong belief or a strong conviction about something. You have a lot of determination and perseverance, especially when it comes to learning something new, or speaking about something, or again, watching and observing something, taking something in and being able to produce something from what you are taking in, okay, possibly what you are experiencing or what you are, again, learning. I'm going to light up this red candle here. In order to protect these messages, but also to protect myself and the collective's passion and drive, that action-oriented energy, okay, to really empower the collective within, their own self-empowerment and within their own self-expression. Okay, your strength and your courage is going to be really bolstered by this burning of the red candle here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So, getting back to the message. Yeah, you may have something very innovative or thought-provoking to share regarding things that you've learned from something that you have been through, whether that be recently or not. It's like there's something that's ready to come from within you to the outside, to be expressed external of yourself, okay? I'm going to move this a little bit forward so it's less bothered by my movement. Oh, boy, don't do that. Okay. All right. But there's something about like a wild side that you've been tapping into, or a wild side of you, or an instinctual drive that is really revving your engines at this time, okay? Like you're really tapped in. There's definitely a new energy. There's something new that has been learned, or something new has been revealed, especially around the Leo full moon, okay? Something could have definitely been expanded upon, possibly very rapidly as well. It's like something clicked, something made sense, something went through is what I just heard. Something went through, okay? And that could have either went during the Leo full moon period, where you stood upon something, you spoke upon something, you embraced something, you created something, you took action upon something, okay? I'm also seeing something here about boundaries, okay? Setting boundaries, and embracing maybe a new boundary or something of that sort, okay? Whether with people, whether with yourself, habits, behaviors, etc., whatever that might be for you personally. Okay, but your passion for creation and for creative solution, or creative thought forms, is at an all-time high at this time. Okay, real inspiration is present in your field, and revolutionary ideas could help transform your forward movement. Okay, there's something about your thoughts at this time that's very it's very forward thinking, okay? It's something that you're like integrating in the current moment, okay? With this Temperance card here, it's something that you are integrating at this time. Okay, it's something that you are transmuting. There's something you've been through, somewhere that you had to like stand up for yourself, you had to stick up for yourself, you had to set some sort of boundary, speak some sort of truth, stand up for what you believe in, okay? And this is something that you are currently integrating into your being, okay, or into your identity. There's something new you are identifying with, or you have realized a new part of yourself. You have come to understand a part of yourself, okay? Through this energy, you're very much coming into a greater understanding of who you are in a whole. Okay, but this is new. This is a new path. Okay, this is a new journey that has been recently taken upon. Okay, this Three of Wands, it's closer to the Ace of Wands than it is the Ten of Wands, right? So it is something new that you have taken upon. But with the Three of Wands, it's also something that is extending into the future. Okay, like this is something that's just beginning, but that has either some sort of solid foundation, or that you have enough passion for this for it to go through into the future, or into some sort of experience or creation of yours. Okay, it's very forward thinking, and you're very committed to some sort of path here. Very committed here. And it's to your own individuality, okay? It's to your own sense of self. It's taking care of the balance within you. It's balancing, and I heard rebalancing yourself, okay? Coming into an alignment, especially when it comes to your fire and your emotions, okay? Excuse me, but for confirmation, when it comes to your emotional intelligence and your drive and passion. Okay, it's like these things are being balanced, or you are creating this balance, because you don't want these things to be out of balance. If you lean too far into the watery side, you end up becoming overly emotional and overwhelmed. If you lean too far into the fire side, you could become overly passionate. You can become angry or aggressive, or these kinds of energies, right? So there's like a balancing that's taking place here. It's like you're expressing, maybe in the past you expressed yourself in ways that were, there was a lot of passion, and it kind of maybe misrepresented itself, or it came out in not the most precise ways, or the ways that you would have liked it to, or the ways that really represented how you truly thought or how you truly felt here. And there's some sort of integration of these passions. You're able to really speak upon things in a much more clear and concise way. Okay, this belief in yourself is very, very strong here in this reading. Okay, really not doubting that which you intuitively receive on any level. There's a lack of self-doubt here. Really. There's a lack of self-doubt. This is very, very courageous and very clear. Lots of clarity, lots of insight, and trusting all of that insight as it enters your door. Okay. Enters your door, enters your life, enters through your eyes. Those are more windows of the soul, right? But that's what I felt as well. Okay, and when I started this reading, I was able to see the answer. There's something, again, that you're seeing clearly. You're able, creative solutions, okay? As I just said, there's a passion for creation and creative solution, or thought forms. It's like you are, again, learning something new, seeing new perspectives, taking on new angles. That's what I'm seeing here with the Three of Wands as well. There's like these different angles that this light is coming out. Okay, there's different reflections. It's like there's things that are being reflected. There's refraction. There's images being created. Okay, there's vision. There's a vision of something for the future. And it's very, very powerful. It's very powerful, especially for the self. It's very self-empowering. Okay, again, real inspiration is present in your field. Revolutionary ideas could be coming up and could help transform your forward movement. All right, take this energy to your advantage and speak up, act upon, or build upon a plan. Okay, be brave enough to take some sort of risk, especially when it comes to the areas of yourself and what you believe in and what you stand up for, and your own truth, and your vision of the future, your vision for yourself, okay? And now I wrote on here, Mars going direct on the 23rd of February, and I put, I'm channeling this message on February 19th, I feel is going to really boost this energy, so be prepared. And as the past few days went on, I started to realize how aligned that message was, okay? With the Seven of Wands, allow what has been weakly structured internally or externally to fall at your feet, whether with grace or not. Okay, the Seven of Wands is something that it's a very strong energy of conviction and a belief in the self and standing up for what you believe in, even if this seems to go against the grain, even if this seems to challenge the status quo. The Seven of Wands stands up for oneself and their beliefs very courageously, okay? That's that Leo energy. It's that Mars in Leo energy, all right? You're very driven towards expressing the self and expanding upon your own individuality and your own convictions and the direction that you would like to go, your individual commitments. Okay, and the Three of Wands here, you have an opportunity to stand up for yourself or another, possibly, or something you truly believe in with passion. And whenever I channeled that, I had heard with gumption. And gumption is it's of bravery, it's of courage, it's of strength and resilience, okay? With gumption. It's very much this Seven of Wands energy. So it's very cool that I channeled that word for it. Take initiative of your path ahead, okay? And trust, truly trust and believe within your intuition. One second, I'm gonna let my doggy inside. Okay, there's a lot of very powerful masculine energy at this time. And there was it my couple messages ago, there was something about the divine masculine rising up, okay? So it's like you have integrated a great level of your shadow in order to really embrace and temper and correlate. It's the word I'm looking for. I'm looking for a certain word. Okay, you really aligned your masculine and your feminine energies. This is allowing you to see something very clearly. This is allowing you to not only see something clearly, but like have a vision and act upon that vision. The divine masculine is what is rising up at this time in order to move, create some sort of forward movement. I just went to like adjust my earbuds and realized I don't have them in. I lost my earbuds. I'm sad. I need to get some more. But anyways, okay, with the Page of Swords here, you're being guided by spirit right now to protect your unique voice, to not be afraid to speak up for yourself and what you believe in, okay? That's very much highlighted here. Very committed to your individuality, all right? Your mental acuity can help you navigate this situation for the result aligned with the greatest good, okay? Whatever it is that you are taking initiative of, okay? Whatever path it is that you are moving upon, especially with gumption, with this resilience, all right? Whatever your intuition is guiding you towards, your mental acuity and skill, okay? Your, I heard limberness. Is that the right word, limber? I think that's the right word. Limber meaning like flexible, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. It just came through. But this is going to really help you move through whatever the situation is with courage, okay, with strength. It takes a lot of strength here to embrace and share innovative ideas or creative self-expression that sets you apart, all right, with this Three of Wands. You faced a lot of fears, a lot of demons head on to reach this point, okay, with this Seven of Wands. You had to really tame the beast within. All right, and this could absolutely be referring to the shadow that had to be integrated, whether that be a part of the shadow or the shadow as a whole, depending on where you are in your own personal journey. Okay, for some of you, this could be a smaller kind of energy that's shifting in your life, or for some of you, depending where you are at in your path, you know, and based on your own, I guess, cosmological an astrological kind of chart and path, this could be a very big shift for you and a very big action, a very big undertaking, okay? So take it however it resonates, on whatever level or degree it resonates at, but you've definitely faced something within yourself that may have been more primal or instinctual, that could have very well held you back in the past, or caused you again to act with too much fire, to not temper your fire. I feel like that's an aspect, that's an element that you have created some sort of mastery over, is your own fire, your own passion, the things in which you are passionate for, and how you speak upon those things, how you create with those things, how you move forward with those things, how you express your own fire. All right, there's something about that here that has been integrated, tempered, transmuted, okay, alchemized. You've changed something into something else here. Very, very powerful energy, okay? And it's a part of yourself. It's a very self-empowered realignment, okay? You have what it takes to see this through, collective. You have what it takes, okay, because of the fears and the demons that you've had to face, head on, okay, with the mental and the high priestess. There's been a lot. You have some sort of mastery over the mental realm, or some sort of mental processing, or the way that you view something, the way that you see something. Again, a lot of clarity. All right, there's an agreement right now between the head and the heart, okay, when it comes to something. Now, I'm not sure what this is. This is going to be different for every single one of you, but that is the message that is clear for everyone in the collective, is that the head and the heart are very clear upon something, especially when it comes to some sort of vision. It's like there's some sort of something in the future that, like, you are positive on. There's something that you know is going to manifest, or there's something that you know is coming in towards you, okay? Like, you're very much picking up on something. You're very much, confirmation, you're very much picking up on something that is going to happen. You feel very assured, very self-assured of whatever this might be for each of you, okay? Tell it like it is and act with gusto. That was the word that I channeled here, gusto. You are being guided, and the universe has your back, okay? Whatever undertaking that you are coming into is something that is going to be, I heard, fruitful or rewarding. Oh, excuse me. All right. Here you are creating or learning something. Okay. You are creating or learning something that you will be proud of in the future. All right, or that you're proud of right now. Take it as it resonates, right? Prepare to be enlightened here with this Strength card and the High Priestess. Prepare to be enlightened by some type of progress or new learned lesson, okay, which you are going to be able to create something from, or teach something from, or share. There's something about sharing of yourself, of some sort of part of yourself, authentic expression here. There's something about sharing and being, being open with some sort of perspective, belief, creation, part of yourself, conviction, commitment. All right, something that you've been very empowered by, something that you have been very committed or dedicated to, okay? You know what direction you are going in. There's a strong and clear vision. And this vision, whenever you reach this, whatever does come to manifest, which it will here, you're going to be surprised by your own perseverance here. If you continue to move in this energy, which this is brand new energy, okay? This is, again, as I said a little bit earlier, this is something that is just starting and is going to drive you forward, okay? And you're going to be very, very surprised by your perseverance and your determination. So continue to move in this direction. Continue to move in this very individualistic and self-empowered way, okay? Now, there may be some sort of uncharted territory. Oh, we have enjoy under that, okay? There may be a lot of uncharted territory that you're going into here with this Three of Wands. It's new. You're having to pull together new things, new perspectives, new different sorts of reflections, and to create some sort of new image, and to create some sort of new vision. to really pull things together. But it seems as though you're having fun with this process with the Page of Swords and the Three of Wands, okay? Again, creation and creative solution. You're feeling very aligned with this energy at this time, okay? Now, with this Three of Wands, I had, in the past few days, when I was thinking on this energy, I had channeled I saw the Osho Zen, the experiencing card, which is the Three of Wands in the Osho Zen. I had seen that card in my mind's eye, so I do want to find it here and read it for you. I want to show you the card, so don't mind me. It might take me a second. It might take a second. Okay. Oh, no, we got it right there. But there is something about your exploring, like, new horizons. Oh, and we have possibilities. That's the Two of Wands. There's something about exploring new possibilities and new horizons, or that is something that you've been doing, and now it's like you've chosen some sort of path or some sort of direction or some sort of lesson or some sort of area of learning, okay? There's something that you have chose to experience here. All right, now I'm going to get into that with the Osho Zen guidebook. Okay. This is the energy in which you are in, okay? This is something that you are experiencing, something of learning. You are experiencing something new of yourself through being open to learning new things, okay? With this Page of Swords, especially about yourself and how you, with the Three of Wands, how you handle yourself, how you react, how you create, how you move, okay? And what lights you up, how it lights you up, what empowers you, what makes you feel more strong, okay, and courageous. With this Three of Wands, experiencing. An experience is something that can be filed away in a notebook or captured on film and passed into an album. Experiencing is the feeling of wonder itself, the thrill of communion, the gentle touch of our connectedness with all that surrounds us. The woman in this card is not just touching the tree, she is in communion with it. She has almost become one with it. It is an old tree and has seen many hard times. Her touch is gentle, reverent, and the white on the inside of her cape reflects the purity of her heart. She is humble, simple, and that is the right way to approach nature, okay? There's something here with that Strength card, okay? There's something about you that has become very much strengthened, very much like the Seven of Wands. You've come into this conviction. It's something that you are sure of. It's something that you believe in. And it's a part of yourself here. And this part of yourself is what is creating the vision, creating the path ahead, and speaking up for itself, okay? This identity, this part of yourself has, as it says with the tree, has seen many hard times, okay? All right, and this is something that you have integrated, as it says that here, she has almost become one with it. You are in communion with some sort of pain, some sort of demons within yourself, some sort of traumas, some sort of wounding, some sort of hard times and pain, like shadow aspects. There's something primal, okay? Something that could have been overly passionate in the past. If you have come into communion with it, almost becoming one, you have integrated something, transmuted something to create a new part of yourself, or because you've pulled two things together to create one, something new. This creation energy is very, very powerful at this time, okay? 33 or threes in general could be very prevalent at this time, okay? Creation and co-creation. You're creating something with your own higher power, with not just with your higher power, with your higher self is what I'm feeling here with the Strength card. You're creating something with your higher self at this time, okay? And it says here, she is humble, simple, and that is the right way to approach nature. You are, when you are approaching yourself, your own nature, or the nature of those around you, you're taking it upon in a more simplistic way, okay? You're being humble in the way that you approach situations as you are experiencing the multifaceted layers of every single experience, as you see with all of the refraction of light here, okay? The different images, the different perspectives. It's taking upon all sorts of different lens in each experience that you experience, okay? Especially when it comes to connections and parts of yourself, okay? And how these two things interlink or connect, okay? Nature doesn't bang any drums when it bursts forth into flower, nor play any dirges when the trees let go of their leaves in the fall. But when we approach her in the right spirit, she has many secrets to share. If you haven't heard nature whispering to you lately, now is a good time to give her the opportunity. Okay, so you're really tapping into some sort of sense of nature within yourself, and you're being very much guided at this time to also get outside the house and to connect with the nature around you. You again, this is also giving me. This is also tying in for me the fact that your intuition, your clarity, your insight is very clear at this time. You're receiving a lot of messages, okay, especially through meditation. And if you don't already meditate, it would be very beneficial to begin at this time. You might find that it's easier than normal to meditate at this time, okay, or to get into a meditative state at this time, no matter which way it is that you prefer to meditate, okay. But you're having a lot of clear insight. You're getting messages from your higher self, for one, but also from your ancestors and from nature, from the animals and from the plants and from the clouds, okay? It's like scrying through nature, scrying through the external, okay? And I'm getting that here with the, okay, I really like that. With the Three of Wands, okay? It's almost like creating these mirror images, all right? There's a scrying going on, and you're able to see something, you're able to see your path ahead very clearly, and you're able to see something that you are creating in the future, something that has yet to happen, okay, because of the ways in which you are following your natural guidance system, okay? You're really feeling into the body as well and letting the body drive you. Okay, the passions that you feel through your physical sensations is really driving you forward at this time. And I was staring at this strength card, and there's like a kite shape around her. I mean, you could say a diamond shape, an elongated diamond shape, but it's like a kite shape. And I'm getting this feeling of like flying something, like something taking off. And with the whenever you fly a kite, it has to be a little bit windier, but the kite flies with the wind. It's like whichever way the wind is shifting, it's like not only are you moving with the shift of the wind, but you're receiving messages. It's like you're hearing with this experiencing card, you're hearing the whispers of the wind, the whispers of nature. You're really, this wild side is really calling to you. Okay, I had channeled in a personal. Not personal for myself, but for someone else in a personal reading, I had channeled the phrase call of the wild for them. And I thought that was very beautiful. Okay. It's very much like your heart is calling you into something greater. Your heart is calling you to move forward and act upon or speak upon, move upon that which your heart does not only just desires, but believes in. Okay. What your core self is aligned with. Okay, and now tap into what I had said earlier towards the beginning of the reading, is that in the past you could have been experiencing some sort of pretzels, because I had, oh, my finger's on it. Right there. Looked like a pretzel to me. Okay, and what I got from this, because it's the Three of Wands, I got that it was a creative block, okay? You could have had a lot of creative blocks in the past, or there was a lot of tension or confusion, or there could have been as well delay or procrastination, okay? Because these are energies that can come with the Three of Wands, and also with the Mars retrograde energies, that things could have been delayed. Again, that tension, there could have been a lot of tension. Between your creative projects, yourself, others, and your connection with spirit as well. Something could have been very confusing or, tangled up. And it's as though what you're experiencing right now is an untangling and an unfurling of all of these kinds of like different cords. Okay, all of these different reflections. And my last message was about reflection, projection, about the experience and the growth through natural natural connection, which has a lot of, which in its nature is really built upon all sorts of different reflections and projections from each picture. It's navigating these kinds of things, and it feels as though you're navigating all sorts of different things. And you could be, again, you could be really standing up for yourself or defending yourself when it comes to something here amongst all sorts of different reflections or projections. It seems like you're really coming into this understanding of yourself, a new perspective of yourself, really understanding who you are and standing upon that, okay, and placing boundaries. As I'd gotten at the beginning of the reading, is that you've placed some sort of new boundary. You've created some sort of new boundary, or you're not afraid to speak upon or reinforce some sort of boundaries here. Okay, and this is coming from this place of balance. Okay, this place of alignment, and it was only through integrating and transmuting certain aspects of the shadow that you were able to shine a light upon what it is that you truly believe in, what it is that you truly are. Okay? Yeah. All right, so I have put in some cautions. I was channeling different cautions for this energy at this time because that was coming through. And that isn't always something that comes through, but it felt like, because this is such like driven, powerful energy, okay, but the divine masculine has risen up. There is like these cautions, these warnings to not allow the self to, or the divine masculine within the self, to fall back into a more toxic masculine representation, okay? To really stay mindful, and centered, okay, within your own identity and within strength of kindness, strength of understanding, and strength of creative expression. Okay, to let things flow and not to be overly defensive here, to speak up for the self, to stand up for the self, to embrace, your convictions, your beliefs, and be committed to yourself and your sense of individuality, okay, to set boundaries. All right, but the cautions here is here to be sure to temper this fiery energy with emotional understanding and grounding, as I had said, that water and fire, to be a little more balanced here, okay? Lest you get carried away with the passion that's in your head. Now, I'm not saying that is what's happening, but again, this is a cautionary. This is a warning to, be mindful and to not allow that to happen. That's why that's another reason why meditation would be extra important at this time, okay? Take action and then relax, okay? Make sure that it's a give and a take, or a give and a receive, okay? That there's a balance here, okay? That there's a back and forth, because if you go too far one way, then, you're imbalanced, you're out of alignment. You want to stay in this alignment as you move forward, and it's going to take you knowing when to relax and not giving too much of yourself or not putting too much of yourself out there, okay? Being able to mediate and moderate that which you are intaking and that which you are outputting, okay? Here, make sure that reflection is accompanying this process with the High Priestess as well. Make sure that reflection is accompanying this process as you expand forward, as you move out from the present. You want to stay grounded in the present moment here. There's a need to be present as you move through this phase. Yes, horizons are expanding, but be sure to take every moment as it comes. Okay, with this experiencing energy, be sure to take every moment as it comes and not focus too far in the future. Yes, this is an energy that is taking you into the future. This is an energy that has just begun, that is moving you forward, or you are moving forward into it. But you're being guided. Spirit here is coming through to tell you that to not look too far into the future, okay, to take it step by step. Anxiety arises from future-oriented fixation points. So keep your enthusiasm, keep this curiosity, but ground your intention to your current steps in the moments at hand. Okay, and that's a big thing with the experiencing card in the Osho Zen. It's about taking things as they come and not getting too ahead of yourself. Okay, yeah. So because here burnout is a potential if you go too hard too fast. Okay, you see something clearly, you're moving forward with something, you're manifesting something, like there, this is very empowered energy with this Mars going direct. It's like, okay, you've been stuck, you've been tangled up for quite a while, and now all of a sudden everything's unraveling, and it's like, okay, it's go time. But there's a hope here from Spirit that in that phase of Mars retrograde, that you were able to learn how to temper your energy and how to slow down, okay? To understand the importance of slowing down and experiencing each moment, okay? And not burning the candle at both ends in order to reserve your energy, in order to keep your vision clear, all right? This part could be a specific message. I channeled this one as something specific here for whoever this is. If this situation involves another romantically, there's not anything that's coming through that came through here to say that, but it was something that I channeled. It was something that I intuitively picked up upon. If there is, if this situation involves another romantically, be cautious of lust-driven energies or thoughts, okay? Because that is something that could come through with the Strength card, all right, is lust-driven. And that doesn't even have to be, that's just for I feel like one specific person, okay? That lust is powerful, but never structural, okay? And even, and so that's for one person, maybe more than one, but at least for one person here. Otherwise, this is a message that even if lust is not sexually derived here, lust can be for things other than sex, right? Lust can be for money, it can be for beauty, it can be for status, it can be for etc., okay? Again, lust is powerful but never structural. You can take some power from it and you can move yourself forward with it, but again, burnout is a potential if you go too hard too fast. Be mindful of where you're putting your energy, okay? Who you're sharing your energy with and how. All right. Now, moving into another channeled caution here. There's a danger of feeling almost afraid of the power behind something within you. Okay, with the Seven of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Strength card, it's something you are new to. It's something you're not exactly privy to at this time. You could be a little bit more novice in this part of yourself. Okay, so there could be, or this is new to those around you. My nose is itching too. So confirmation. There's almost, this feeling of almost being afraid of the power behind something within you, whether that's from outside of you or inside of you, okay? A resistance of some sort to some sort of commitment or divine urge here within you, all right? Whether internal or external, there's a possibility for an attempt to quell something, with life behind it, something with power, something with gusto, something with passion and empowerment behind it, okay? So do not allow this, whether this quelling attempt is coming from inside the self or outside of the self, do not allow anything to quell this fire, to put this flame out, all right? Because this is something that could be very inspirational, even possibly revolutionary, and if not for others, at least for yourself, okay? It's a revolution of some sort of mindset. And it could help others in the same kind of way, okay? So be sure here, that brings me to, that leads me here to, do not doubt yourself. Okay, there's a very strong message here of needing to believe in yourself and stand up for yourself, which is I'm seeing here is clearly what you are doing with the Seven of Wands. With all four of these cards here, you are standing up for yourself, especially for your own balance and your own alignment. You are not going out of your way to, it feels prove yourself or explain yourself. It's as though you're just expressing the self and there's something just coming from inside and outwards without fear here. Okay, so there's a need to continue in this way. There's a lot of confidence present in this reading, but there is, there is this potential for self-doubt with the Seven of Wands and the Strength card, okay? For these passions to end up being, sorry, trying to adjust one of my lights here. For this passion and this drive, if you at any time feel as though this could be overwhelming to yourself or to others, you could end up directing that fire inward, and this can cause self-doubt. So do not allow that. Continue to allow this energy to come out of you, to express itself continuously. Otherwise, you may get overwhelmed and you may doubt yourself, okay? What you are moving towards here will not only strengthen your resolve, okay? As I said, there was something, your own perseverance may surprise you, okay? What you're moving towards will not only strengthen your resolve, it will also help guide others in some way in the future or in the long run, okay? Like you're going to be, this is something that's inspirational, whatever it is for each and every one of you. All right. And what could have very strongly influenced this energy or sparked this energy up, started this energy or revealed this new part of yourself or this conviction or this ability to really speak up for the self could have very much came from the Leo full moon energy. Okay. Because the Leo full moon energy is all about because of Leo, it's all about creativity, self-expression, confidence, feeling comfortable in your own skin, your uniqueness and that individuality, okay? And a belief in what lights you up and the power of your heart and really stepping into the power of the heart and your own personal power. Okay. And with the full moon energy, the full moon is all about, it's about revealing. It's about things that have been concealed coming out into the open. All right. It's about a culmination of all of these things. So when you put that Leo energy and that full moon energy together, there was something about your individuality, your self-expression, your creativity, your uniqueness, or something that your heart really, really desires, okay, that came up and out. Okay, it was something that became visible to you. And I'm feeling for some of you visible to others as well. All right. All right. And this is like what your expansion point is. You're expanding upon your individuality and your self-expression and your ability to create from the wisdom of your heart, from that which you have experienced, okay? And Mars going direct is affecting the energy here as a way that whenever Mars goes direct, you come into this, Mars is all about passion. That's why I really lit up this red candle here. It has a lot to do with the Mars energy. 1 second. Okay, Mars is all about passion, drive. It's a very masculine energy. Okay, as well as Mars and Leo, it's very masculine-oriented energy. Sorry, I zoned out on the flame for a second. It's burning so brightly. It's so warm right now. It's so passionate. It's so enlightening. And the ancestors just came through to clarify that message here. There's something very, I'm getting off of the message here, but I zoned out and I started to feel like this energy of just like, it's rising up from the inside out, okay? There's a lot of orange energy here. Lots of orange and red, but mostly orange. And the orange is it's the womb space. It's where we create things. It's also the seat of the emotions, okay? There's a very authentic, emotional, and creative expression rising from inside the self and coming outwards, okay? And it's very enthralling. Okay, as I zoned out on this candle, it's very enthralling. It's very awakening. Okay, what you might be learning about could be very awakening, very enlightening, very intriguing. And if you are sharing something here or acting upon something, this is very intriguing, enlightening, awakening to others. Okay, there's something, again, that's possibly very revolutionary that's coming from within you, all right? And it is very much guided by spirit at this time, all right? But Mars is all about passion. It's about the muscles, okay? It's about the strength. It's about the drive and the action. All right. So as Mars goes direct, it's all about that action-oriented energy, feeling a renewed sense of motivation and drive, feeling a renewed sense of assertiveness, especially behind your convictions. If I can hold it right, especially behind your convictions here. It's leaving behind hesitations and internal conflict, which is that self-doubt or that feeling of almost being afraid of your own power. Okay, so as Mars has just turned direct, in the next few weeks, you're going to feel like this urge of renewed creation within you, and this assertiveness within your own truth. Okay, and it is direct. It has gone direct in Gemini, and this brings in this Gemini influence here, brings in a strong desire for mental stimulation, which was really cool whenever I looked into this, okay, because like I know what the signs, I know a bit about astrology, not a lot, but I know a bit about astrology. And so, but I hadn't quite tied together like Mars and Gemini. Like it's a little more, I'm not at a place where it's the easiest for me to put the two things together. So when I looked into Mars direct in Gemini, it's about strong desire for mental stimulation, quick communication related to action, increased curiosity, okay? So intellectual variety and expressing thoughts. So I thought that was really interesting, as that was something that I channeled through here, was that there's like the mind is very clear, mental processing, anything intellectually related is very rapid, very clear, very straightforward at this time. So this Mars direct in Gemini is really amplifying this energy, as well with this Mars direct in Gemini. This can also bring about really lovely discussions and like conversations, stimulating conversations, intellectual conversations that really drive you and really get you to open your mind even further to outside perspectives and new lessons and new ways of being and expressing yourself, okay? And putting these together, what you get from the Mars direct in Gemini is this increased drive and initiative through your mental processing and through your learning. You'll likely feel more empowered to take action at this time upon your desires, pursue your desires upon your vision, okay, and stand up for yourself with greater conviction. So really researching into all of these astrological transits really and placements really helped me pull together the message. It was very clarifying, and it was very confirming for all of the messages in which I had channeled. So I'm really glad that I allowed myself the time before sharing this message, because it all tied together, like it all came full circle in a very beautiful way. Okay, you're feeling a lot of conviction and belief within the self, and this is what you are being guided to continue moving towards and within. All right, like you're very encouraged by spirit. Not only are you encouraged by spirit, you're backed by spirit. There's like a promise from spirit here that if you continue to move in this way, in this direction, with this conviction and this confidence, that you are going to see something inspiring manifest within your life. Internally and reflecting upon the external, okay, as it is coming from a place of temperance here. It's coming from a place of balance, a place of alignment within your masculine and your feminine energies. And you're also going to be drawing balanced things to you through this balance and alignment of the masculine and the feminine, okay? Whatever you manifest at this time is going to be extremely powerful because of this alignment. Now, I also channeled red crystals, just in general, red crystals, especially crystals that are helping with your confidence, with the passion, with your self-empowerment, with your confidence, okay? Things like garnet, carnelian, bloodstone, ruby. What was the last one? red agate, fire agate. Okay, fire agate was one of my favorites. I got fire agate years ago. That was one of my first crystals that I ever had, and it really helped me. It really helped me love myself more. It was when I was in the part of my journey where I was really learning to love myself. Okay, and fire agate was very, very helpful for that. Okay, but yeah, these different sorts of red crystals or amber crystals are really going to help be. They're going to be very beneficial for protection of your power and your self-empowerment and your courage and your confidence. It's going to protect these things. It's going to bolster these things. Okay, it's going to encourage you to move forward in these confident ways with conviction. And it's going to help you stay in that energy of initiative, okay? It's really going to help you stay aligned with that which you are holding a vision for, okay? Now I'm going to hop into the Rainbow Warrior Activation deck because that's what it feels like here, okay? It feels like an activation of some sort of warrior energy within you. All right, and with the rainbow, it's in a variety of ways, in a variety of perspectives, all right? So what do we have here to close out this message? Rainbow Warrior Activation deck. What do we have here? What do we have for the collective to close out this message? Oh, it almost came out. What do we have to close out this message, Spirit? Ooh, very pretty. We have number 10. Okay, and I'm going to pull one more. I'm going to pull one more to clarify this message. There we go. Oh, we have 46. Ooh, ancestors are coming through as well. We have the ancestors card here with the number 7. Okay, you're very much being guided in your own self-empowerment and your self-awakening, okay, of some sort. Like, number 7 is all about, for me personally, I feel as though it's all about the empowerment of your own spiritual nature, and it's about tapping further into and aligning further with your spiritual identity, okay, with your core self, with what you believe in. Oh, and I'm seeing so much purple here. There's so much purple and pink and purple. Pink and purple, even though the whole reading was like orange, red, passion, and fire. Maybe this is the balance here with this pink and purple. And a little bit of blue. So we're going to get into it. The top 3 chakras. Balancing out those bottom 3 here, maybe. Okay, we're going to read number 10. Crown chakra. Okay, so whatever you are, whatever this is that you are going through at this time, this inspiration, this, this initiation, that's not what I meant to say. It's an initiation of a part of yourself, okay, for sure. Oh, wow, and this one's the 3rd eye chakra. So you had the 2 top chakras come out. As you had, it's a balance. It's definitely a balance that's going on. You had the bottom 2. You had sacral and root chakra, the red and the orange, throughout the entire message. And now at the end of this message here, we're getting the pink and the purple. Okay, there's a balancing between the bottom and the top. And also, she energy, divine feminine energy comes through as a very purple, lavender energy, okay? And masculine comes through as that fiery, orangish red energy. So there is this serious balance between your own divine masculine and feminine within the self, okay? Crown chakra, inspiration, access point, elevation, opportunity, bliss, link. Access point, elevation. See, that's kind of like initiation, right? The more information you have in any situation can be the difference between joy and grief, being alone or lonely, power or force, and knowledge or wisdom. You are being asked to reserve action and carefully evaluate your judgment right now. Things are not exactly as they seem, and an expanded awareness is necessary. At any point within an experience or situation, you can stop and take a moment for yourself to be mindful of what you're feeling and access your inner wisdom. Take time to visualize the outcome you want, asking your expanded self if it's the absolute best outcome for you at this time, and then notice your emotions and your body's response to it. Do you feel conflicted in any way? If so, focusing on resolving that is the next step. Okay, so this is addressing the need to be mindful and to meditate, okay? To ground the self through clear judgment, all right? To really, as you move forward, that's why, okay, now I understand why all these cautions came through. There's a need to balance all of this passionate, fiery energy so that you do not get ahead of yourself or burn yourself out, okay? And this one's tying to... temper this fiery energy with emotional understanding and grounding, lest you get carried away with the passion in your head. Okay, make sure reflection is accompanying this process. Take action and then relax. Okay, as it says, you are being asked to reserve action and carefully evaluate your judgment right now. So maybe, because I've been sitting on this message as it became a download, since I've been sitting on it for several days here, maybe possibly in the past 5 days, there has been some sort of action that you've taken or some sort of initiative that you have taken upon or committed to. And now you are being asked to evaluate, okay? You're being asked to do this back and forth, this, as I like to call it, a shuffle. Like I feel as though as we go through life, we do a dance. And I think that dance is a shuffle. That's what it feels like. Also, I like the shovel. I don't know. But, okay, you're being asked to really create this balance, all right? And your ancestors are guiding you within this and helping you. That's another reason that you need to do this back and forth, okay? Take action and relax, is so that you can get quiet, so that you can listen to not only your ancestors here, but to nature as well. Okay, so that you can really tap into the messages that are coming towards you. You really need to listen, yes, to your own guidance, but also your ancestors and nature really want to help you along this path and want to work with you. Okay, there's a co-creation that's going on, or that is wanting to take place here. All right, so as you are visualizing whatever this outcome is, okay, or whatever this future is, whatever this experience is in the future, whatever manifestation this is, make sure that as you focus on this, that it continues to stay aligned with your core values and with your alignment, okay, in that balance. All right, if there's anything that it, as it says here, notice your emotions and your body's response. Do you feel conflicted in any way? If there's anything that comes up that you feel conflicted upon, there's a need to really reflect upon this so that you may adjust, okay? Continue to adjust and refine, okay? I feel like this is a refining energy, refining this vision, refining your, I heard goal point. What's this access point? Goal point, access point. This, it's like a portal. It's like you're kind of like, it's kind of like you're keeping a portal open. All right, it's kind of like you're holding something open, we'll say metaphysically, all right, or astrally, you're holding something open here. And there's a need to keep this balance so that you may, and this refinement process so that you may continue to hold this portal open. And I feel as though it is for the collective. Whatever work you're doing is very powerful for the collective at this time. Okay, number 46. Intuition, apparition, essence, spiritual force, telepathy. The natural world brings us the whoosh of the wind, the grittiness of earth, the heat of fire, and the cool, smooth sensation of water. But at any given time, we're privy to information that comes from everywhere around us. A lot of emphasis on information, okay? So a lot of emphasis on receiving messages, okay? Again, meditation is extra important at this time. And if you're not meditating already, get on it. It'll be easier than you will find. I do feel like that. I feel I'm like positive about this. If you meditate at this time, it's going to feel easier than usual. Okay? Because the veil is kind of thin at this time, okay? Because you are where did I? Yeah, intuition is piercing through veil at this time. Okay, and internal processing is very rapid. So definitely if you do not have a steady meditation routine or process, then really hop into it because it will be easier than it typically is right now. Anyways, it's the third eye energy energy center, our internal voice of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience that receives spiritual details before we see, hear, or feel them in the physical realm. Confirmation. At this time on the planet, we're cultivating our telepathy as a natural response to the Earth's changes and continuing spiritual shift. This shift moves us from a victimized perspective and hypervigilance into an empowered telepathic state where we can consciously receive all the information we need when we need it. And you know what? I feel as though that is where this strength card comes from, where this instinct or this more primal nature of protection or maybe over defensiveness came from, is that it was this victimized perspective and hypervigilance, which is a very prevalent